Hi, my name is Joe Caltabiano, Vice President of In-Vehicle Entertainment at VOXX Electronics. Today we're going to talk about our newest product, VOXX Power Systems, VPS for short. And what it is an installed battery boost system. So everybody's familiar with a condition where your battery may die. You don't know if that's during the day, it's at night. It creates an emergency situation, whether it's your daughter, your wife, yourself, another individual. It's never a good condition when your battery dies and you're left kind of hanging. Your only options at that point is if you have jumper cables available, you can pull them out of the trunk, but then you have to find a bystander to help you out by connecting to their vehicle to boost your vehicle. Or you have options like Roadside Assistance, but that could take a lengthy amount of time. By the time you call them up, they get out there, it could be an hour. You're waiting for someone to come by to get you out of that situation. Or what they have recently is portable jump packs. They come in all different shapes and sizes. The downside to the portable jump packs is you never know when you're going to need it. So you can have that thing charged. It can be sitting in the glove box or in your trunk for months at a time by the time you need it. And over the course of time and different weather conditions, it'll dissipate its charge. So the time you use it, it could be dead. And that's not going to help you out. So we designed this product so it's installed, wired up to your vehicle battery, and it's always charging as long as your vehicle's running. So how that works is basically in a sedan such as this, we would mount this in the trunk area underneath the deck lid or somewhere on the side where it's out of the way. Won't get banged up by any luggage or anything you put in the back. And it's connected to the vehicle battery. So as long as the car is running, the alternator is running, it's going to be charging the device. The device itself has built-in self-diagnostics to monitor its charge level, so it's never going to overcharge. It's going to just take the right amount of charge to keep it maintained at its highest level of charge all the time. So when you do need it, it's ready to go. One of the nice features about the product is a built-in lithium iron phosphate battery. So that's a very safe battery. You can basically puncture the battery and it'll still not create a safety or hazard condition. Certainly no flammability issues. And with the built-in diagnostics, it's always monitoring. So before it will even engage, it's checking itself to make sure everything is in the clear before it allow you to engage the system to facilitate that jump start. The 3,500 milliamp hour battery that's inside here will boost anything from a 4, 6, 8 cylinder engine, including light diesels. In our own testing, we've tested buses with 3 batteries in parallel together, dead, and still was able to turn it over, which is great because if you want to use this in very cold climates such as the northern 48 United States or deep into Canada, you won't have any issues in a cold climate environment. If anything, you might have to engage the system 1 or 2 times depending on the level of voltage that's left in your remaining battery. You know, some older vehicles with a very sluggish old battery, they may need a couple of boosts in order to kick it over. But at full capacity, this will allow you to boost up to 20 times. So definitely within the realm to get you out of an emergency situation. So once this unit is installed, how it works is we made it convenient. So it works in one of 2 ways. Through your own smart device, you can easily open up an app, and the app is going to allow you to engage the system right from this driver's seat. Let's show you just how easy it is. First, you're going to open up the VOXX Power Systems app. Once you open up the app, you're going to have a menu item screen that comes up that says VPS devices in range. What that means is just like when you connect a computer or a mobile phone or a tablet to your home network, you're going to see Wi-Fi modems or routers that are in range. This is similar. This system works on Bluetooth communication. So let's just say, for instance, you have multiple devices in your household. You have a VPS system in your own personal vehicle, and your wife, your son, your daughter, whomever. You might pick up a bunch of different devices. You just want to connect to your device. So once you select that and you connect to your device, the system is going to start waking up. You're going to see a circular pattern just going around in circles as the system self-diagnoses, and then it's going to give you a screen that says press and hold to jump start. Once you press and hold to jump start, it's going to engage the system. It's going to pre-charge the battery for a few seconds, and then it's going to start down a countdown timer of 30 seconds. You have 30 seconds to start your car, whether that's turn the key or push to start. Once that cycle is over, it's going to disengage. Once the vehicle has started, it's going to automatically disengage. If you have no action within that 30 seconds, the system is automatically going to disengage, so it doesn't stay live and create any kind of hazard conditions. Some of the additional features and benefits of the app is some system diagnostic information. So if you swipe up from the bottom menu, you'll be actually able to see some of the options that are available, such as the status of the system, if it's ready to go or not ready to go, the vehicle battery voltage of the existing vehicle's battery, the battery voltage of the VPS system that's installed in your vehicle, and the temperature of the VPS system, whether the engine's running or not. All that information is available by swiping up for additional information at the bottom of the screen. You may never need it, but a little additional information never hurts as far as how the system itself and your vehicle battery is operating. In the event that your phone's battery is dead and you can't connect and control it from the device itself, we've put a manual switch right on the device. So you might have to go into the trunk, press the button, within 30 seconds, start your vehicle, because then it'll automatically shut off. It won't stay engaged forever. Start your vehicle, again, you're out of the emergency situation, you're rolling back down on the road. So installation of the product is very simple. As you can see, it's very compact in design. It's about 8 by 8 by 1.5 inches to 2 inches thick. So it allows for a lot of location placement within a vehicle. If it's an SUV or truck, you can go underneath the rear seat. In a sedan vehicle, you can go underneath the rear trunk lid, go off to the side, someplace unobtrusive and out of the way, so it won't get banged up by any luggage or anything else you put in the back. But primarily, you're going to find your mounting location first. Once you find your mounting location, you're going to route the wires to wherever your battery may be, because there's different distances. Some batteries could be located in the trunk where you'll be mounting the unit itself. Some batteries are located under the hood. So the unit itself comes with 6-gauge wire leads, pigtails out about 8 inches from the unit. You'll need to extend those with the proper wire gauge depending on the length of the run. So in the instance of, let's just call it a truck. You got a truck roughly 15 feet long, you're going to use 4-gauge cable. You're going to connect to the unit. You're going to route that through the back, through whatever sill plates you have running on the side of the vehicle, tuck them up, wire tie them nice and neat, away from any metal, sharp edges. You're going to run through the firewall. Usually there's a grommet accessible on the firewall itself that you could run through, a rubber grommet. But if you did have to drill a hole, obviously you're going to follow best practices, drill a hole, put a rubber grommet in. We suggest shielding the cable as it's going through the firewall, whether using wire loom or some other substance to shield both the positive and negative connections as it runs through the firewall, through the engine compartment to the battery, and then whatever ring terminals you need to connect to the battery itself. Make sure before even attempting the install, you disconnect the battery leads from the battery, and then you're all set for your install. All right, so let's go over some of the specs of the system. Obviously, the VPS system is a 12-volt based system. It has a nominal input voltage of 14 volts, so while the vehicle is running and the alternator is obviously feeding that current to the VPS system to charge, it typically will be receiving that 14 volts. It's got peak current of 900 amps, 525 amps of cold cranking current. The battery capacity is a 3,500 milliamp hour lithium iron phosphate battery. So that LiPo type battery is a very safe battery. It's basically puncture proof, flammability resistant, expanding contraction, all the things that any individual may have a concern with a battery that's located in their vehicle, ranging from hot climates to cold climates. It's a very safe battery and tested well within the measures to maintain the safety aspects. The unit has an environmental rating of IP67, so even though that the unit will be installed in the vehicle itself, it's dust-proof, splash-proof, resistant. And then if you don't use the VPS system at all, say you have a secondary vehicle, it sits for long periods of time. If that vehicle is not started, where the primary battery is not getting a charge, the VOXX Power System is not getting a charge, the VOXX Power System will retain a full charge up to, on average, 6 months. So if that's a stored vehicle that you don't use that often, you have about 6 months before it'll start losing and dissipating its charge. And then obviously the wireless connectivity is handled through Bluetooth connection. So Bluetooth is the communication that will be between your smart device, whether it's your phone or tablet that you're using to control it, and the VOXX Power System itself. So another big advantage of this product, outside of your general consumer use for your own personal vehicles, is commercial and fleet applications, or municipalities. Any company is dependent on keeping revenue flow, keeping their trucks on the road, packages getting delivered, emergency services, fire trucks, police departments, ambulatory, any of those type of municipalities or commercial fleet applications. This is a peace of mind device. Once it's in there, it's a one-time investment. It goes into that vehicle and it gives you coverage whenever you may need it, because you're never going to know when you're going to need it. But you won't be stranded. You won't have people out of pocket, meaning trucks down, not being able to make their routes, their deliveries, and especially in emergency situations. How many times are police at an emergency crime scene, whatever it may be, and then they got the lights running. And it's not necessarily they have the vehicles running all the time, so they have all their widgets running at one time, draining down the batteries. We've spoken to a lot of these type of accounts, municipalities, commercial fleet, and a lot of times they're bringing portable jump packs with them. But again, the limitations on portable jump packs is, will it have the charge when needed? This gives you the peace of mind of installing it one time, a one-time investment into that vehicle. It's got a lifespan on this battery of constant usage. You'll get an easy 5 years out of this. And again, it all depends on how many times you're going to need this. But certainly with that one-time investment, the peace of mind is there. So it's in the vehicle when you need it most. It covers a wide range of applications. All right, so just wrapping it up again, this is a self-contained system. It's the power you need when you need it most. You don't have to think about it. It's always there, on demand, when you need it, ready to go. It'll get you out of any situation. It involves a dead battery. So it's that peace of mind that'll give you years and years and years of emergency use case need when you need it most.